Okay. The marriage hoax, what do you call it? Hoax in Christ Embassy Church. The marriage hoax in Christ Embassy Church. Hoax. You see, I hope you can see. Yeah. So see what is going on in this church. If you think that this is a church, you have been deceived big time. See what's happening in this Christ Embassy Church. It's a cult of cults, the worst of cults. Can you imagine that in this church, in this so-called church, members are encouraged to marry someone from their ministry only. So if you belong to that church, you are in prison. The church needs you need the permission of church to go and marry anybody you love, and you cannot love anybody out of this. That is not from that ministry. You cannot love them. So you must marry only from that church. Can you believe it? That's a cult. When people are telling you you must marry from just one church, it's a cult right there. And the pastor approves. So if the pastor, even if you are in the same ministry and the same church, and the pastor doesn't approve your choice, you cannot marry. The pastor has to approve your choice. If he doesn't approve your choice, you cannot marry that brother or that sister. It's like the pastors then are the ones who are handpicking partners for people. That is a terrible cult. Nobody should be calling it church. Pastors are always against someone who marries from another ministry. There was once a well-known music director in the headquarters in Ikeja about 20 years ago. He wanted to marry someone outside. This is not just the only story. There are many stories like that. Wanted to marry someone outside the ministry, and Pastor Chris refused. The guy left the ministry and went to marry his fiancée outside. Many members are not so lucky. They have been conditioned to accept all the pastor says as the gospel truth. So women in that church are growing old and old, not marrying because nobody is sanctioning their choice. And since they have to marry from that church, most churches have more women, so you never have enough men. So you become old and become an old virgin or old woman. I believe the reason for wanting to approve a spouse is to gain control of the family. Perhaps it is the reason they want to separate pastors from their wives and send them to. That's another thing, to different countries. Do you know another thing they practice in this church? They take a pastor, the husband, and send to one country, and take the wife and send to another country. They break families. And of course, if a man is going to be in another country, he's going to be messing up. And woman also is going to be messing up. How can you say God has a calling for the husband in one country and the wife in another country? That is a cult. Just to be able to control people. There is this particular, I'm sorry, I didn't remove the name. I was supposed to remove the name, so apologies that I put this name there. I didn't tell my assistant to remove it. There is this particular pastor in England, in the UK. She is pastoring in the UK, but her husband is pastoring in Dubai for over 5 years now. And that is what Chris himself was doing. What his family broke down. Now they are doing the same thing for their members. There is the bias about the level of commitment of someone you want to marry. So if they don't believe that the person you want to marry is committed enough, they will not allow you to marry them. So they are the ones who are the Holy Ghost. They are the ones, you have to be committed, not to Christ though, but to the church. So commitment to church is more important than commitment to Christ for them. So if you are committed to Christ, but you are not committed to Christ Embassy Church, you cannot be allowed to marry. This is based on class and level in the ministry. So a pastor is discouraged from marrying someone who is just a floor member and not active in the ministry. So it's all about the empire, because the marriages are supposed to sustain their empire. The marriages are supposed to show faithfulness to building the kingdom, the evil empire of Pastor Chris. So the whole marriage institution, the people's destinies are just being used and being manipulated just like they are chickens, like they are like figureheads, like they are puppets. People are just being used like puppets to build their own empire. So if you are not active in the ministry, you have to increase your commitments and givings to be accepted as a potential wife or husband. So if the people who are sanctioned, who are accepted to become husband and to agree to become wife, are the people who are in good books, who are giving. So if you want to get married and you want them to accept you, got to increase your commitment and giving so that you'll be able to get a potential wife, your wife or your husband. It is a cult, chronic cult. Many of their members miss out of great men and women to marry because they wanted to obey their pastors. Many are single, unmarried, and old today. Not obeying their pastor is like a taboo. Pastors have made themselves like God. Although there are still lots of people who met good life partners in that church, we must not deny that, and have a good marriage, but a lot of people are suffering. Many yet end up marrying the wrong persons and suffer domestic violence as a result. Many divorce or remain being abused in silence to speak because of shame. Many also remain single in that church till they are till their 40s and 50s. The CEOs, COOs of the ministry are unmarried ladies getting to their 50s. They have been serving the ministry for over 30 years. In domestic violence situations, the pastors encourage the sister or brother to stay in the same abusive marriage. They will tell you to stay in there and pray while the violence is getting worse. In the news, there have been reports where some pastors have killed their wives from the Christ Embassy Church. Pastors killing their wives, and this is covered up and kept as a secret. It is online. You see the link? When a lady finds a suitor and the pastor doesn't want her to marry him, they give her additional responsibility to distract her. Sexual immorality is just rampant in that church as a result. There is a message and culture of control of women. Now, I said we don't preach private lives of people, but in this church, sexual immorality has become institutionalized. It's not just somebody has a weakness. It's just somebody's weakness. It has been legalized and institutionalized. There is a message and culture of control of women in the church. There are rumors that pastors usually sleep with sisters in church. Some female pastors have openly said that they will not get married. And where is all your money going to? Your money is going here. Your money, all those money is going to maintain this kind of lifestyle. To maintain this, you see? To maintain this kind of lifestyle of the son of Oyahkilome, his adopted son. You see? All the money is going here, you see? All the money of the poor people is going to maintain other, Oyahkilome's lifestyle. It's sad. It's sad. It's a pity what's happening. It's unbelievable. Okay, we will have to accept calls now. We will have to accept calls now because I want people to comment and tell us what they know about these things we are talking about, and to tell us if they think that these things are accurate, correct or not. But meanwhile, if you have not yet, you know what I've done? I started a mentorship program to help everybody who has been a victim of all these churches. And it's going to be for free of charge program. Is on my mentorship program, free of charge. It's costing $3,000, but it's free of charge for you if you go and register on sundayadelajablog.com/mentorship. Go to sundayadelajablog.com/mentorship. So go and join and register for free. You don't need to pay a dime. Just get yourself set free from the deceptions of these African churches. Okay, we have a caller. Hello? Hello? Hello, who is talking? Hello? Hello? Shut up. So while we're waiting for the caller, I don't know why we're not hearing his voice. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Why were you not talking now?
Yes, this is Pastor Desmond from Italy.
Okay, can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you very, very well.
Okay, please. You want to contribute?
Yeah.
Please.
My point on the... Hello?
Yeah, you have the ear now. Everybody is hearing you. The whole world is hearing you.
Okay. My point on...
Just